she found? What all things she found? One, Bassanio's offer, 3,000 ducats. Antonius offer, he offered that they would always remain obliged to Portia in love and service. In addition to the money, they would always remain obliged to her in love and service. And then Portia had a different opinion. Portia objected to them by saying that she considered the person who was fully satisfied with his or her work is the person who is fully paid. And her opinion was that by saving Antonio, she considered herself fully paid and she was happy with it. Second reason that she was never interested in money. Then she had only one request: when they would meet again, they should be able to recognize her. Then she bade goodbye. Next point. Dear sir, of force I must attempt you further. Take some remembrance of me as a tribute, not as a fee. Grant me two things, I pray you, not to deny me and to pardon me. And Bassanio pressed further. What was the reason for Bassanio to press her further? Any idea, anybody? Bassanio pressed Portia further to take it.
Because he wanted to give something to the person who saved him and his friend from a great penalty.
Pardon? And that is one reason. Secondly, they were bound to give their. Duke had ordered Antonio to gratify the gentleman. Duke had ordered Antonio to gratify the gentleman. So that will satisfy the gentleman. So it was the duty of Antonio to satisfy Portia by giving whatever be the reward he required. It was the duty. So they offered a heavy amount of money. Portia was not willing to take it. Then Bassanio said, dear sir, of force I must attempt you further. Then Bassanio said he was compelled to press her further to take some remembrance of us as a tribute, not as a fee. So Bassanio said he was compelled to press her further to take something for remembering them as a sign of their love, not as a fee. As a token of their love, not as a fee. Grant me two things, I pray you, now not to deny me and to pardon me. And he said he requested her to grant him two things. One was, what was it? I pray you, not if he grant me two things, I pray you not to deny me and to pardon me. What all were the two things? Just think about
Not
it.
to deny Bassanio and to pardon me.
What not to deny?
Sir, his request to take up something.
His request to take something. That request
Yes,
should
sir.
not be denied. Secondly,
Yes,
what had to be done?
Sir,
To forgive him for making such a compulsory request, forceful request. Did Bassanio expect any trouble in doing so?
No, sir.
no,
He didn't expect any trouble. Did he get into any trouble by making this request?
Yes, sir.
What was the trouble?
Sir, Portia asked his ring.
Ring. Subham?
Yes.
Hello, Subham. Correct, Adish. Have you studied? Subham? Hello, Subham. Subham is not present. Krish?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shreyansh? Do one thing, all of you
Yes,
turn
sir.
on, all of you turn on your video. That is better. Yes, Krishi seen, Divyanshu seen, Shayanshu seen, Abhinav seen. Abhinav's hairstyle is very good. Yes, Satish seen. Aditya is there. Divyanshu and Shubham. Shubham's response. Please open it. It means after a long time, we are going ahead with the online class. We have to come to that track. Because I was also a bit reluctant to start it because we have been have been taking this offline, then changing into online. Personally, I didn't like, but we are completely opposite. So two more. Atish, Shubham, Aishman, turn on your video.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, 1 minute. Sir.
So Shubham's friend, please inform. I think that fellow started sleeping, I think. Aditya studied. Aishman just joined. Yes. So here we found first time. Here actually 3 requests we can give. 3. At first, what was said? You press me, see. Dear sir, of course I must attempt you further. He never expected any problem. He thought that it was his duty. He was much obliged to Portia. There was no doubt about it. Much obliged. Very much obliged. There was a reason for it. We all know the reason. Antonio was about to be killed. Bassanio was responsible for it. When Portia was able to save Antonio in an unusual way, in a very intelligent, creative way, Bassanio was much impressed. He was happy. Otherwise, he would have been responsible for the death of Antonio. So Bassanio wanted to satisfy this gentleman. That's why he pressed him further. Of course, must I attempt you further? Take some remembrance of us. He asked Portia to take something for remembering them, not as a fee, but as a token of their love. Then he requested her to grant him 2 things. One was not to deny his request. Second, to pardon him for making such a compulsory request to police. Portia, you press me far, and therefore I will yield. Portia said Bassanio was pressing him so much, so she would grant his request. To Antonio, give me your blouse, I'll wear them for your sake. She asked Antonio to give her his blouse. And she told him that she would wear those gloves for the sake of Antonio's love, Antonio's memory. So she took very cheap things. And also we know that our hand, gloves are removed, then exposed to finger. There only ring is there. Means very logically things are taken. Shakespeare first drew the attention of the audience towards the gloves. And gloves were taken. Antonio's gloves were given. After that, the finger, the ring. To Bassanio, and for your love, I take this ring from you. Do not draw back your hand. I will take no more, and you in love shall not deny me this. She told Bassanio that she would take only the ring from him for his sake. On hearing about the ring, hearing her request to give her the ring, immediately Bassanio pulled back his hand. And then she told him that take anything more other than, and he was told that for the sake of love, he should not deny it. See how cleverly she was moving. Bassanio's approach was direct. he was compelling her to take something without knowing what was going to happen to him. Aditya,
Yes,
what was Bassanio's request?
sir, to not to deny her request of granting her the money, and sir, and to forgive him for making the compulsion.
First one
To
said
forgive him to
something,
make this. Yes, sir.
to take something from them as a, or remembering them as a token of love, but not as a fee. After that, he requested her two more things. One, not to deny his request. Second, to pardon him for making such a compulsory request. Then Portia told him that he was compelling her so much, so she was granting his request. Told Antonio that she was taking his gloves for sake of his love and she would wear them. Then turned towards Bassanio and he was told that she would take his ring from him for the sake of his love. On hearing about the ring, the request, he immediately drew back his hand. When Portia asked him not to deny her request, she wanted only that much. This ring, good sir, alas, it is a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this. Bassanio said that ring was a silly thing, its cost was very little, and he told her that he would not make him ashamed by giving her such a silly thing. Here, actually, what Bassanio tried was an effort made by him to underestimate the value of the ring. He wanted her to feel that it was a thing. And that's why he said it's a silly thing. Please don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't make me ashamed of myself by giving you this. Meaning, if I give this one, it will be shame. So please don't ask me. I'll have nothing else but only this. And now methinks I have a mind to it. Portia said she didn't want anything. She didn't want anything other than the ring. And she said that moment she had a special attachment or attraction towards the ring and she wanted to have it. There is more depends on this than on the value. The dearest ring in Venice will I give you, and find it out by proclaiming. Only for this I pray you pardon me. Bassanio then told Portia that the ring there was more value attached to the ring than its surface value. And then she was requested that, or he requested her to forgive him for denying that request. And she was told that he would get the most expensive ring Venice through an announcement, and that would be given to her. He did not understand the real plan of Portia. He didn't understand that the person who was standing in front of him was Portia. So he forgot about the conditions and the oath and everything. So he thought that the doctor of law was interested in a ring. That's why first said cheap ring. Second said there was more value attached to the ring than its value, surface value, than the value of that material. And Portia was told that he would get the most expensive ring in Venice through an announcement, and that would be given to Portia. Only for this I pray you pardon me. Bassanio asked Portia to forgive him for denying that request. I see, sir, you are liberal in no pace. Portia is sharpening her words. Earlier, very softly, now she is sharpening her words to compel Bassanio and Antonio to give her the ring. Actually, this is a part of ring episode. Her plan would be complete only when she would have the ring. So for getting the ring, she is playing now all tricks. She is actually sharpening her words by saying, she found him that he was very generous in making offer. At first, he taught her how to beg. And then she thought that he was teaching her how a beggar should be unsaved. Hello, Atish. Atish is sitting and laughing. Who is in front of you?
Sir, no,
Bhaiya is
sir.
there. Yes?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
This fellow is simply sitting and laughing sometimes. So, Atish. Yes, next one is in between, please don't send a message and other activities. Stop it. Something is doing, one villain is our, where is that villain not seen? Aditya only. He is doing some business there, otherwise Abhinav. So Atish is getting something, that's why he is so much happy. Should not be.
No,
Come
Sir,
back to
Aditya will
it.
be only sending. Or sir, Krish.
Krish is the villain. Okay,
Yes.
where is that villain? Villain is not seen, I think. Here. Oh, it is, he's there. He's lying down, I think, on the bed. So come back. There is more depends on this man on the value, the dearest, okay? Sir, I see, sir, you are liberal in nowadays. You are very generous in note. You taught me first to beg, and then first she said she felt that first Basani taught her how to beg. And then she felt he was teaching her how a beggar should be treated. Good sir, this ring was given to me by my wife. And when she put it on, she made me vow that I should neither sell nor give you nor lose it. Then he told the entire truth. On hearing her unkind words, sharp words, he really felt bad because he only forced her to accept it. So who is it? I'll remove fish from the group, I think. One is somebody is causing, like making everybody laugh, so we can stop it. Atish, I am going to stop it. So this game will not work. So Krish is responsible, I'll remove Krish. Krish, I am going to remove
No,
you.
sir. No, sir.
Who is making everybody laugh? You see there, due to rain only we cancelled it and I don't have any mood. I didn't have any mood to start online. That's why Abhinav said, Abhinav, I'll see. Till I thought portion is left. So today is Thursday. We will not be able to find out time. So then such a situation when we started, we are doing some other business means it is bad. I feel really bad. It's exam time, limited time only. We are struggling hard to finish the portion. So that time, if you don't have seriousness, then why should we start? This portion that we complete can't be discussed again. Next time we have again portion. Then English for the revision we have to start. Continuous practice. So this one, whoever is playing this trick, you have to stop. All of you have to turn on the video. Who is seen? If anybody is seen playing that trick, I'll remove that person that moment itself. It is for serious ones. So you do one thing, keep that like the mobile space towards one side there, that back side is okay. I'm not going, I don't want to see the beauty of your house or anything. To see your activity. Atish, Shubham, Vedu. Shubham had no response, better we can remove. That fellow, after joining here, I think he, keeping it on, he went to some other place, I feel.
Sir,
Did
his phone
anyone-
is also switched off.
Pardon?
Phone is switched off, sir. His phone is switched off.
So this one within 10 minutes it will be over. Next I will not admit Shubham. Shubham means simply wasting time. We need a serious ones. One or two are out also, nothing will happen. Today how many are absent? We don't have to bother about them. Where they turn on the video. So that flow we are not getting because of your activity. I am compelled to stop it. This ring was given to me by my wife. He told the truth. The ring was given to him by his wife. And when the ring was given, she made him see that or she made him vow that he he would neither sell nor give nor lose it. So sell, give or lose it. Here he was not going to sell, but he had to give it. That was not allowed. He had to keep it till the end. On what condition? What was the promise that Bassanio gave Portia when the ring was accepted? We'll say, what was the promise that Bassanio gave Portia when the ring was accepted? Who will say?
Sir, Bassanio said that the ring will come out from his ring when he will die.
The ring would be there. He said he would never part it from it or lose it. It would be on his hand. If the ring was lost, Portia could boldly say that Bassanio was dead. That is what said. And when it was given, Portia told him that because continuation, here we can see the continuation, beginning of ring episode. So we have actually means the casket parties there, then court scene there, then ring episode. So their questions can be, extracted can be from here, some questions may be from there. We can't say from which side. And always it will be safer to attend a drama. Poem, maybe figure of speech and such things may be there. But in drama, that problem may not be there. Very simple things are asked. Questions will be, comparing to other books, other parts, drama questions will be easier. So we have to try to get a full mark from this section. Okay, next. What was said? Bassanio, then Portia gave the ring. Portia told him that he should not give it away, lose it, part from it. If he lost it, then it would be an opportunity for her to blame that Bassanio lost his love for her. That was what said. That's why he received the ring by giving the promise that he wouldn't lose it, give it, part from it. If it was lost, then she could boldly say he was dead. That one. With such an assurance, the ring was taken. So he couldn't give it. That excuse serves many men to save their gifts. Portia said, such an excuse was helping many men to save their gifts. And if your wife be not a madam, and know how well I have deserved the ring, she would not hold out enemy forever for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you. Third time he told the truth. Then Portia teased him by saying that such an excuse was helping many men to save their gifts. And then he was told, if his wife was not a madam, and she could know how well Portia deserved such a valuable gift like a ring, then she would not be keeping enmity, or she would not have any enmity, or she would not be angry with him for a long time. Then she went goodbye to him, staying, asked him to be peaceful, and she went away, left the place with Nerissa. It was a clear plan only, a kind of walkout. They left pretending angry. The intention was that she wanted Antonio to pressurize Bassanio to give the ring. She understood that Bassanio would not give the ring. Then she tried the next trick, that was pressurizing Antonio by teasing Bassanio. She knew if Bassanio was teased, Antonio would feel bad. Then Antonio would press Bassanio to give it. That's why she saying so, she said, asked him, wishing him peace of mind, she left the place. So we can see the 3 points. One, when the ring was first asked, he told her that it was a silly thing, a thing of very little value, and he wouldn't make himself ashamed by giving to it. Then Portia said she didn't want anything else other than that, and she said she had a mind to get it. Then Basani said there was more value attached to it than its peripheral or surface value. Then Portia was promised that he would make an announcement and get the most expensive ring in Venice, and that would be given to Portia. Then Portia teased him by saying that it was found that he was very generous in his offers, and she felt he taught her how to beg, and thereafter he was teaching her how a beggar should be treated. Then he said the truth. He said the truth that this ring was given to him by his wife. When the ring was given, she made him vow or take the oath that, or promise to make him swear that he would neither sell it, give it, nor lose it. Then Portia said such an excuse was helping many men to save their gifts. Then she said if his wife was not a maiden, and she was able to understand how much or how well Portia deserved such a ring, then she would not be angry with him forever for giving. Then left him by bidding goodbye and peace of mind, she left her place. Antonio, my lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Let his deservings and my love with her be valued against your wise commandment. Very important. What was told? Antonio told Portia that Antonio told Bassanio to give Portia the ring, saying that Portia's deservings and Antonio's love for Bassanio must be considered more valuable than Portia's commandment or order. 2 points. Shreyansh, what are you eating? Something you are eating from there?
The breakfast.
Breakfast, no. Now maybe dinner, 8 o'clock. So not to breakfast. Who is beside you?
Breakfast only, Lord.
Who is beside you?
My mom, mother, and mother.
Oh, mommy is feeding you. Okay. We will also come to your house next day. Yes. Come back. What are things? My lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Antonio asked Bassanio to give Portia the ring, saying that Portia's deservings and his love for Bassanio must be considered more valuable than Bassanio's wife's commandment or order. Bassanio couldn't say anything. He was also obliged. Immediately after this meeting, we'll start it. Now only less than 1 minute left. Next one. Don't leave it. Go in immediately. Go Gratiano. Run and overtake him. Give him the ring and bring him, if you can, unto Antonio's house away and make haste. Bassanio asked Gratiano. Bassanio gave the ring to Gratiano and asked him to run and overtake Portia and then give the ring to Portia. Then, if possible, Portia had to be brought to the house of Antonio for dinner. Exit Gratiano. Come, you and I will be there presently, and in the morning early will we both fly toward Belmont come Antonio. He asked Antonio to follow him. Both went.
사람 이게 더 누구죠?
Shubham has joined this time, or I think for sleeping again, I think, hearing my voice.
올라가려나?
Look at the last part. Go, gentlemen, run and overtake him. So, go, Graciano, run. Bassanio asked Graciano to take the ring and overtake Portia and to give her the ring, and if possible, he was asked to bring Portia to the house of Antonio for dinner. Exit Graciano. Then Bassanio asked Antonio to follow him. They had to go immediately to his house, and the next morning they had to go to Belmont. Early in the morning, they had to go to Belmont. Antonio. He called Antonio, both went away there.
दूध लिए दो
Hello, Shubham. Shubham.
दूध रख दो ना बाद में को पीना हम
This
पिएंगे
was a join, no response.
हम अभी लेंगे तुम दो ना तुम कप में रख दो ना कप में रखने बाद हम नहीं पिएंगे तुम मेरा नाम बोलना
Now, act for scene
तो
2.
अभी तो चाहिए बोले तो
Can we move to next scene?
Yes, sir.
तो कप में दोगे तो ही ना पिएंगे
Scene 2, Venice street, enter Portia and Nerissa disguised as before. Portia. Inquire the Jew's house out, give him this deed, and let him sign it. Portia asked Nerissa to find out the house of Shiloh and to get
दूध
the
दोगे
deed
जब
of
हम
gift
सो जाएंगे तब उठा के
of
दोगे
Shiloh, get it signed by Shiloh. We will away tonight. That night itself they would go away and be a day before our husbands home. They would reach home a day before their husbands. This deed will be well welcomed to Lorenzo. Then she predicted that the deed would be a welcome news for Lorenzo. Why why the deed would be a good news to
Because
Lorenzo?
in that deed it was written that
in that deed, after the death of Shiloh, all the properties of Shiloh could be given to Lorenzo.
Yes,
Half
everything.
of the
Taylor could be given to, yes, Lorenzo and this. Integration. Fair sir, you are well overtaken. My lord Bassanio, upon more advice, has sent you here this ring and doth entreat your company at dinner. Graciano overtook Portia and Nerissa. Very happily and proudly he told her that he had overtaken them, and then he informed them, Portia, that his master Bassanio, after further thought, decided to give the ring to Portia, and the ring was given to her. Also, he invited on behalf of Antonio, on behalf of Bassanio, he invited or he requested Portia to have dinner with Bassanio. That cannot be. Portia said it couldn't be done. His ring I do accept most thankfully. Said she was accepting the ring thankfully, but she couldn't accept the invitation for dinner. And so I pray you, tell him furthermore, I pray you show my youth old Shylock's house. She asked Graciano to inform what she told him to Bassanio, and also she requested Graciano to show Nerissa the house of Shiloh. That will I do. Graciano said he would do it. Sir, I would speak with you. Nerissa wanted to speak with Portia something personally. Yes, I did. Yes, I did to Portia. I'll see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make him see her to keep forever. Portia, Nerissa told Portia that she would try to get her husband's ring, and also she told Portia that she made Graciano see her that he wouldn't give the ring to anybody. But on the way, she would try her best to get that ring from Graciano. Yes, I did to Nerissa. Thou mayest, I warn. Portia said she might get it. She assured him. We shall have old searing that they did give the rings away to men. What was said? When they would meet them, they would see her that they had given the ring to men, but they would see her louder than them, and they say that they gave the ring to women, not to men. Then loudly, Yahweh, make haste, thou knowest when I will, where I will die. She asked she asked Nerissa to go away and come fast, and she was told she knew where Portia would be waiting for them. Nerissa, come, good sir, will you show me to this house? Nerissa asked Graciano whether he would show her the house of Shiloh. Both from there, they went to the house of Shiloh. On the way, very cleverly, Nerissa took Graciano's way. So from this scene, what we saw is very simple only. We saw from this scene, Graciano's Portia's instruction to Nerissa to find out the house of Shiloh and to get the bond signed. And then she predicted that that would be a good news. It would be a good news for Lorenzo. Then Graciano came. Graciano was happy to overtake them. Graciano gave Portia the ring, saying that after further thought, Bassanio sent the ring to Portia through Graciano. Then also, on behalf of Bassanio, invited Portia to have dinner with him. From where? Dinner with him from where?
Antonio.
Antonio's house.
Antonio's house, correct, very good. And then Portia said she couldn't accept that invitation, but she very happily thanked, very gratefully or very happily gratefully accepted the ring. Also she requested, this you have to remember, she requested Graciano to show Nerissa, her clerk, the house of Shiloh. Graciano asked, said he was ready. Nerissa then spoke personally, secretly with Portia about her plan of taking her husband's ring. Portia gave the permission and she predicted that she would be able to get it. And then when the husbands would reach in Belmont, they would see her that they had given the ring to men, but they would outsee her more loudly that they had given the ring to men. Then Portia asked her to go away, go fast and come fast, saying that she knew where she would be waiting for her. Nerissa then went into the house of Shiloh with Graciano. This much we found. Drama part we completed. Now what is left is prose. Now 1 minute I have to see the time, the coming days we need to close 2 chapters. 2 chapters left, I think. How much left?
That prose 2 chapters.
Yes, sir, 2 chapters.
2 chapters.
That 3 chapters. 3 chapters.
3, 1 last year we discussed. An angel in disguise.
Yes, sir.
That you have to read the
The
other
little
2.
magical and the
And the blue bead.
Yes, sir.
So wait 1 second, let me see the time on it. Abhinav, when is the next day?
Sir, Saturday.
What time? Normally,
Sir, 5 to 6. Sir,
evening.
normally it is 4 to 5, but 2 weeks before you have changed to 5 to 6. Sir, because you have called in 2 batches one time, then after that you have changed to 5 to 6.
Sunday, any time was there?
No, sir. Sunday you have not given, sir, but you can give. We are free only.
We have to complete the prose. You have to read the chapters, then only we can finish first. Read prose. And tomorrow also problem is that tomorrow again problem is there. Tomorrow school will be late, all teachers will be late.
Sir, tomorrow 7 to 8.
7 to 8 I have to. Online or something only we can think of it.
Yes, sir, online only.
Morning 5:26 to 6:20.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What is it offline?
Yes, sir.
Offline, sir.
Possible.
Sir, tomorrow Jacob certificate.
Yes, sir.
When to when?
5:30 to 6:30.
So that is not possible.
Sir, any other time?
Why is that tomorrow? No, the time.
Night time only.
Eight 8:30 to 9:30
Yes, sir.
p.m.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Tomorrow, please inform online only. 8:30 to
Okay.
9:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
Now, some more drama we can discuss in the post. We can discuss something more. I think you all are free there now, 8:30 to 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Take it pros, little we can discuss the little match girl. Everything can't be finished one day. We need time. Shreyansh. Hello, Shreyansh. Take the book fast. All of you take a pros.
Let's say.
Yes, Abhinav, start reading the little march girl. The little march girl, we can see that. The different
sir.
themes.
Sir, I am going to drink water, sir. I will come in 5 minutes.
You will
Sir, I am going to drink water.
okay. Then Aditya. Hello,
Yes, sir.
Aditya. Please read.
It was. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, from directly from the story or about the author also.
from the little March girl.
It was bitterly cold, snow was falling, and darkness was deep. For it was the last evening of the old year. It was the
Sir, you
most
sound
sleep.
not to me.
It was bitterly cold, snow was falling, and darkness was gathering. The features of that day, the features of the evening. It was bitterly cold, extremely cold. Snow was falling, and darkness was gathering. In the evening time it was. For it was the last evening of the old year, 31st of December. It was New Year's Eve. In the cold and gloom, a poor little girl walked bareheaded, barefoot through the streets. So, in such a gloomy evening, dark evening, cold, dark evening, one little girl was walking through the streets. She walked bareheaded. There was no covering, no cloth. There was nothing. Her head was not covered. And barefoot, she had no shoes or slippers. She had been wearing slippers. It's true when she left home, but what good were they? They had been her mother's. So you can imagine how big they were. The poverty-stricken condition of the girl. When she left home, she was wearing slippers. They were not hers. They were her mother's. No doubt they were very big, too big. So we know that with the big shoes, with the slippers, somehow she managed to walk. In such a winter time, no doubt, she had to wear shoes, then socks, stockings, etc. But she was only barefooted. And she came home, left home wearing mother's slippers. It means she didn't have a pair of slippers of her own. 1 minute. Next point. So the little girl, see there, the little girl had lost them as she ran across the street to escape from two carriages that were being driven terribly fast. She couldn't go ahead much with these slippers on the way. There were two carriages coming. They were coming extremely fast. For escaping from them, she ran away. While running, she lost one. The other was found. But a boy ran away with that one, saying that when he would marry and he would have children, he could use that slipper as a cradle. So the little girl walked about the streets on her naked feet, which were red and blue with the cold. In her old apron, she carried a great many matches, and she had a packet of them in her hand as well. Nobody had bought any from her, and no one had given her any single penny all day. She crept along, shivering and hungry, the picture of misery, poor little thing. The poor girl had been walking through the streets bareheaded and barefooted because she lost her slipper. She had nothing to wear. She walked in the cold. In her old apron, she was wearing old apron, another sign of poverty. So there, she had so many matches. She had so many packets. She from morning onwards, she had been trying to sell them. No one bought them. She did not get any money. She went very slowly because she was shivering with the cold, then hungry. She was hungry and the picture of suffering. Then poor little, unfortunately, walked through the streets. The snowflakes fell on her long golden hair, which curled so prettily about her neck. But she did not think of her appearance now. Snowflakes were falling and her hair was covered with snow. Still, she did not pay any attention to it because she was thinking about survival. She was thinking about her cold, shivering. She was hungry. Lights were shining on every window, and there was a glorious smell of roast goose in the street. Contrast. She was walking in the dark, but lights were shining in every window. She was hungry, and from every house, the smell of roasted goose was coming. Plenty. People were happy. Means rich. They had everything. But this poor one had nothing to eat, had nothing to protect her from cold also. She could not, it was New Year's Eve, and she could not think of anything else other than the food items. She huddled down in a heap in a corner, owned by two houses, one of which projected further out into the street than the other. But though she tucked her little legs up under her, she felt colder and colder. She was so tired that she was unable to go further. So, due to extreme tiredness, she sat in a corner formed by two houses. She did not she did not dare to go home, for she had sold no matches and earned not a single penny. Her father would be sure to beat her. And besides, it was so cold at home, for they had nothing but the roof above them, and the wind whistled through that, even though the largest cracks were stuffed with straw and rats. Why did she? Why didn't she? Why was she afraid to go home?
Sir, because her father would surely
Because
beat her because she had.
Father would beat her, and was her home house very comfortable one?
No, sir.
It was actually had a lot of cracks,
House was
and through
cold.
which cold wind was coming. And house with it was cold. Actually, symbolic meaning you have to know it. The house didn't provide her the warmth of love. She was afraid of father. Father used to beat her. Mother's name is not mentioned here. Her thin hands were almost numbed with cold. If only she dared pull just one small match and from the packet, strike it on the wall and warm her fingers. She was extremely cold. She was dying because of cold. That time there was only one solution. She had to take a match and to light it and to warm herself. She pulled one out and she lighted it. How it is spluttered and burned. It spluttered and burned very good. It had a warm, bright flame, like a tiny candle, when she held her hand over it. Means it looked like a small candle. What a strange light. Its light was strange. Why? Mark it. What a strange light. The light had some speciality. What was speciality? It seemed to the light was some speciality. That because of speciality, it appeared to the little girl as if she were sitting in front of a green iron stove with polished brass knobs and brass ornaments. The fire burned so beautifully and gave out such a lovely warmth. Oh, how wonderful that was. Suddenly she had the first vision, the vision of a stove, a beautiful stove, which was giving out lovely warmth. It was a wonderful thing, mark it. It was a very wonderful thing. The child had already stretched the feet to warm them too. When out went the flames, the stove vanished, and there she sat with the burned match in her hand. When the match went out, stove too went out. And before that, when she felt the warmth, she stretched her leg towards the stove to make them warm, the shivering legs. But by the time the match was out, the vision of the stove disappeared. Second vision. She struck another, it burned clearly, and where the light fell upon the wall, the bricks became transparent, like ghosts. She could see right in the room where a shining white cloth was spread on the table. It was covered with beautiful china, and the center of it stood a roast goose stuffed with the prunes and apples, steaming deliciously. And what was even more wonderful, mark it, more wonderful. The second vision was when she lighted the second match, The wall became very transparent and she could see inside. There was a room, a table, and there the table was what was kept there? Table was a shining white cloth was spread on the table, covered with a beautiful china, means various dishes, vessels. Then, and in the center of it stood a roast goose, stuffed with prunes, apples, and everything, steaming deliciously. Just the steam was coming out, just cooked only. And what was even more wonderful was that the goose hopped down from the dish, waddled across the floor. The more wonderful thing, that you have to remember, the more wonderful thing. Earlier we found a wonderful thing. The match burned like a tiny candle. And next one is mentioned, it was giving out strange light. Here more wonderful thing, the goose jumped out of the table with its on its back the knife and the fork, and it went towards the girl. Across floor, carrying a knife and fork in its back, waddled straight up to the poor child. Then out went the march, and nothing would be seen but the thick cold wall. Then only what was seen? The thick cold wall. Nothing was seen. Second vision also disappeared when the march was out. She struck another match and suddenly she was sitting under the most beautiful Christmas tree. It was much larger and much louder than the one she had seen last year through the glass doors of the rich merchant's house. 1,000 candles lit up the green branches, and gaily colored balls like those in the shop windows looked down upon her. The little girl reached forward with both hands, then out went the march. The many candles on the Christmas tree rose higher and higher through the air, and she saw that they had now turned into bright stars. One of them fell, streaking the sky with light. When she lighted the third match, she could see a Christmas tree. First one, a burning stove. She was suffering from extreme cold. Second one was roasted goose. She was extremely hungry. Third one, the unfulfilled wish of the child. She always wished to have a Christmas tree. The previous year, she saw a Christmas tree. It is given. It was much larger than the one she had seen last year. The previous year, she saw a Christmas tree in the house of the merchant through the glass, through the windows, shop windows, no. Colored boards, no. Glass colored for the rich merchant's house. It was a big, but what she saw was bigger than that one. There were 1,000 candles burning. Then gaily, beautifully colored balls were there, very beautifully. The girl stretched her hand to touch the balls. Then what happened? Went out the marks. This candles all went up. Candles all went up, and they became stars. One of them fell down. One of them fell down, and it fell down. Then she understood. Now someone is dying, said the little girl. For her old grandmother, the only one who had ever been good to her, but who was now dead, had said, whenever a star falls, a soul goes up to God. On seeing a star falling, she understood that someone was dying, because her grandmother, who had died, but she had always been good to her. She was the only one who loved her. Who had told her that when a star falls down, a soul is going in. So from those words, she remembered the words of grandma. She remembered the love of her grandma, and she understood that someone was dying, going to die. The strange thing is that the poor girl did not understand that she was the one dying there. She struck another match on the wall. Once more there was light, and the glow stood her old grandmother. Oh, so bright and shine, and looking so gentle, kind, and loving. Granny, cried the little girl, oh, take me with you. I know you will disappear when the match is burned out. You will vanish like a warm star. The lovely roast goose and the great glorious Christmas tree. What was said? The girl knew that, the girl saw that the fourth match was lighted. She saw her grandma. Grandma was there standing there, bright, shining, looking so gentle, kind, loving. She asked the grandma to take her with her. She said she knew that grandma also would disappear like the other visions disappeared. So she took all the matches from the matchbox, and lighted them, because she didn't want her grandma to go. Also, she requested her to take her with her. Then she quickly struck for the rest of the matches she had in the packet, for she did not want to keep her grandmother. She did so want to keep her grandmother with her. The match was played with such a blaze that it was brighter than the broad daylight, and her old grandmother had never seemed so beautiful or so stately before. Grandmother, actually brighter than the light was brighter than the broad daylight. Grandmother was never so beautiful or stately before. She took the little girl in her arms and flew away with her high up, oh so high, towards glory and joy. Now they knew neither cold nor hunger nor fear, for they were both with God. Mark the points. They did not know cold, hunger, fear. The child was hungry, cold, afraid of her father, fear. They were with God. But in the cold dawn, in the corner formed by the two houses, sat the little girl with the rosy cheeks and smiling lips, dead, frozen to death on the last evening of the old year. The dawn of the new year rose on the huddled figure of the girl. She was still holding the matches, and half a packet had been brought. The next day, the frozen body of the child was seen in her hand. In her hand, there was a half packet which had been, still was holding the matches, and half a packet had been brought. Remaining was with her. She was evidently trying to warm herself, people said, but no one knew what beautiful visions she had seen, and in what a blaze of glory she had entered with her dear old grandmother into the heavenly joy and gladness of a new year. The people thought that while she was trying to warm her, she froze to death. She was dead. But they did not know about the beautiful vision she had and how happily she entered with her grandmother to heaven, to God. Heavenly joy and gladness of a new year. So you have to remember, read it, 4 visions. Very simple but possible ones. Other ones tomorrow we will discuss. So themes, class differentiation, faith and hope. So please go through the part. I had to hurry up to this one. Very simple story, the simplest one. Read our stories also. Be prepared. Tomorrow we will discuss the other ones, 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow also we have online class. Avinav?
Yes, sir. I messaged.
Okay. So I'm stopping it now. Please read it. Be ready tomorrow. Day after tomorrow we'll have online class. So I am now stopping it. Okay. So please leave.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome.